Hey internet, Eric here again. Quick random video. I guess the trailer. What the fuck was that? My computer. Anyways, the trailer to the new Ghostbuster film or the reboot dropped today, and I watched it. And I'm gonna be like the rest of the people on the internet and give my opinion on it. Um, when this was first decided, that they were gonna reboot Ghostbusters, I, like most other people, had my doubts. I understand that things must be rebooted. I mean, I'm a fucking horror fan, so look at how many horror movies have been rebooted. But I was going to give it a benefit of the doubt. Then I saw the cast, and we threw in Melissa McCarthy and some other Saturday Night Live alumnus. And then, my expectations dropped. Found out it was directed by the guy who directed Bridesmaids, which I've never seen, so I can't, shit on Bridesmaids, but from what I've seen in clips, it looks like something I won't enjoy. But whatever. And then I saw the trailer today, and gonna be honest, I expected a lot worse. No, don't get me wrong, there's some bad here. But let's see here. First off, and I don't know any of the actresses' names. There's a couple of them, so just bear with me or Wikipedia it. If I feel like it, I'll throw in some subtitles. But anyways, what I have seen of it, and I'll throw in the link to the trailer below so you know what the fuck I'm talking about. What I do think I will enjoy. I'm in the minority here, but I like the way the ghosts look. I like how they're giving this blue glow to them, and apparently these were actual actors, and it's not CGI. They're just wearing, like, I don't know if it's motion capture or whatever. So I give props to that. Give props to the director for having the actors be able to act with actual actors instead of, stare at this tennis ball and pretend there's a ghost there. I love the look and the feel that the ghosts look. They remind me kind of like of maybe like the Disney ride, The Haunted Mansion, or the cheesiness of the Scooby-Doo movies. So that looks really, really, really fun. I don't know the actress's name, but the blonde. Okay, there's four characters. Obviously, the blonde. She reminds me of. She kind of looks like Egon's character in the Ghostbusters cartoon. So I'm assuming that's who she's going to be because she looks like she's the inventor of the group, and she fucking looks like she's gonna be fun. There's a scene where the non-black chick and non-Melissa McCarthy chick is investigating a room, and you see some mannequin heads, and she's, looking cautiously at the mannequin heads, and then suddenly the blonde chick is also hiding behind, where the mannequins are with a goofy hat and a wig on. She's just, and then scares her. I actually laughed at that scene, so I think this girl will be funny. Just the way she handles herself and her facial movements, she looks like she's going to be a really, really, really fun character. So I'm looking forward to her. And that's about it so far, because there's still more negative than positive here. Now, let's talk about Melissa McCarthy. First, I don't really know her that well. I've seen a few episodes of Mike and Molly, and by few I mean like maybe two, because I thought that show was crap. Never liked her performance. I've seen a couple things of her on Saturday Night Live. Looked like they were shit. And then just what I've seen just by clips of other films, like Spy and whatever have you, movies. She looks like she's like Chris Farley. She's the fat chick who always falls down. But here, she looked like she wasn't doing that shtick. Maybe she was trying to get away from that. So I can't really crap on her so much, at least until we see the film, because you know what, that stuff might still be in there. They just might have been smart when they cut the trailer together and decided, hey, let's not put in any fat girl falls down, go boom stuff. But she looks like she might be taking this a little serious for what it is. So I'll give that a slight pass. And then we get to Leslie Jones. Now, I don't know who this bitch is, but I hate her already. I have seen her in nothing except maybe one skit of Saturday Night Live, and that was the 30th anniversary special, or what have you. And she was just there to be the angry black lady. And that's what she looks like she's going to be here in Ghostbusters. She looks like she's going to be the angry black lady. And I don't need that in fucking Ghostbusters. Her jokes all the jokes look forced. But she is just there to scream and yell. There is the end of the trailer where Melissa McCarthy is possessed by a ghost. And Leslie Jones is running. And she saves her. And then, basically, she slaps Melissa McCarthy and she basically, I'm paraphrasing, "Get out of my friend, ghost." The ghost flies away. And of course, because, people think it's funny, she slaps her again, even though she knows Melissa McCarthy is no longer possessed. And she quotes, or paraphrases a quote from The Exorcist, and I just groaned. I'm like, okay, you're not funny. And then there's the scene where I guess they just meet Leslie Jones, and it's cool because it's kind of like the original Ghostbuster. We have the 3 scientists, and then you have the everyday person, kind of like Venkman, Spangler, and Stans were the 3 scientists, and Winston Zeddemore was the everyday man just looking for a job. Fine, if that's what they want to do here. They have the 3, scientists, and then you have Leslie Jones off the streets, wanting to join the team, looking for a job. That's fine. But in the trailer, she basically says, okay, I'm on your team because you guys may know the smart stuff, but I know New York. So we now have to have her as a street smart, tough chick. This is also going to be grating because I'm like, why? Are we looking for an urban demographic here for fucking Ghostbusters? So I can already tell I'm going to fucking hate this bitch. And I'm going to hate her a lot because this trailer is only 2.5 minutes long, and it was just so unfunny every time this stupid bitch was on screen. And there's also the jokes. The jokes, like I said, at least in the trailer, they seem so forced. It was cool seeing that they had their own version of the library scene in the very beginning, like of the first one. And, you have the one scientist, walking up to her, trying to, walking up to the spirit, trying to be nice. And then suddenly, like in the first one, the ghost morphs from this sweet librarian-looking character into this gigantic monster, scares them, they run out. This version basically the same thing. It's like an homage to it, but with a little twist. Instead, she vomits all over. Is it Kristen Wiig? I don't know. Vomits all over, the actress, which is fine. I mean, if it's 2016, they want to have a little gross out joke, whatever. I mean, it is the director of fucking Bridesmaids. But then they went through a joke where she was talking about how gross it was and how the slime went everywhere inside cracks and it was hard to get out and stuff like that. I'm like, that made me cringe. I'm like, do you really need that type of a joke in a Ghostbusters film? Do you really have to go to the gross out humor? And it also looks like this is going to suffer from a lot of forced jokes, bad casting. Like, I defended Ghostbusters 2 in one of my You Hate It, I Don't videos. But I did mention how it does seem like a lot of the jokes, at least that Bill Murray says, are forced because it's written for him. And if you watch the first Ghostbusters, you can tell a lot of these guys are just coming up like that, with their quips. And the thing is, it's more natural. It's more fun. When they're stuck to a script, it feels more forced. And the jokes here just seem so goddamn forced. But yeah. So I'm torn. I'm leaning still more towards the negative. It's mainly because of fucking Leslie Jones. That bitch is gonna be so annoying. But it's okay because I know when I see this I won't be paying money for it. So whatever. But again, I'm also gonna wait until a second trailer to give my final decision. But as of right now, it's not looking very positive. So, but yeah, it was cool that I've seen, I watched a YouTube video of, Easter eggs. They're cool that there are also more nods to the original. I think during the scene in Times Square, there's a poster that for Hostess, and it says, "That's a big Twinkie." That was kind of cute. But, overall, not looking great, but not looking horrid. But then again, we have the second trailer coming. So, nice quick video, random video. Wanted to pop that in before my next movie review I still haven't fucking watched. 12 Rounds with John Cena, but that is next. It's getting ready to load on my computer now, so that's why I have this. So I figured while that's loading, I can get another video out. While, you know, the Ghostbusters trailer is fresh in people's minds, whether it's positive or negative. So I'll see you in a bit for my review of 12 Rounds with John Cena. God, I gotta deal with Leslie Jones and John Cena in the same 24-hour span. Goodbye, Internet.